Welcome to Parenting with Enemy or Rebel. Today is our personality review. It's an extension of PAC we are kind of having here because once in a month in PAC, we review personalities and we want to learn lessons from them and take those lessons and see how we can actually empower our children with those lessons we are learning. So this month, we actually reviewed Hilda Baci, not her personality or her lifestyle, but her attempts to break the Guinness record and her success at it. It became very important for us to review her because shortly after the event, we started seeing people coming forward to say, oh, they also broke the record, they also broke the record, they also broke the record, and no one celebrated them. And we got wondering, yes, people are breaking the record and no one celebrated them. Why did people not celebrate them? Why Hilda Baci? So we looked at it. Remember, the idea is not just for us to impact. We don't gossip. Any trendy issue, we talk about it. We also review personality. What we want to do, personalities rather, why we do this is we know that success has a template. Absolutely. We know that it is not luck. No. So we want to take these success stories, people who are successful in different endeavors. We want to take their stories. We want to know what they are doing differently. We want to empower ourselves with the same skills they have so that we can record success in our personal lives, and we can also empower our children with the skills so that they too can be successful. Now, this is why we review personalities in PAC. And like I said, this month we actually reviewed Hilda Baci. Not her person, but the whole strategy, the whole skill, the whole everything behind her attempts and her success at it. So I'm sure you know Hilda Baci. Watching this, you would have heard of Hilda Baci. In case you don't know her, just Google her up, and this is her picture here. And this has to be one of her most decent pictures where she's decently dressed. Now, this is the first thing I learned from the whole Hilda Baci event. She's an ambitious young lady who wanted to be famous, who wanted to be out there, who needed to do something. And even though I don't have evidence, I cannot say categorically, but I have a feeling that it is her desire to be famous, to be out there, to be known, to be recognized, that actually drove her into dressing or the kind of lifestyle she was living. You know what they say about celebrities? No bad publicity. Any publicity is publicity, because I actually saw a picture of her where she was scandalously dressed. She wore a bikini. Even in the bikini was very scandalous. And I was wondering, why would someone have this kind of picture and put on social media? An African woman, for that matter. So during the whole event and everything, it crossed my mind that it may be that, oh, an ambitious young lady, she wanted what she wanted and she was ready to get it at all costs. Now, here's the lesson for me there. Very many times people do things, not very many times. I always say that every single time someone behaves, there is a motive, there is a motivation. And one of the ways to actually track misbehaviors in children, to help deal with misbehaviors in children, is to understand their motive. Now, imagine if Hilda Baci was dressing that way just to get attention, to make news headlines and all of that. Nothing you would have said to her that would have changed her mind. Only getting news headlines in a different way entirely. She was guaranteed to get news headline in other ways that probably would have changed her mind. Just like now, she's gotten headlines. She has gotten way bigger headlines now from a different thing entirely that did not require her going half nude. So when you understand your child's motivation, you actually understand the factors responsible for what they do and their choices. And that will help you know exactly how to nurture that motivation in such a manner that no matter the choices they are going to make, it is still going to align with your values. Hey, like I said, I'm not saying for sure she was dressing the way she was dressing, or she dresses the way she dresses because she wants to make headline, or she wanted to make headline. No, I'm saying that that is my assumption. And of course, you know, the assumptions are not always right, right? So that is my first lesson. She was an ambitious young lady who became desperate to make fame, limelight, and all of that, and that may have motivated her, the way her life, her the social media lifestyle she displayed, and her mode of dressing and all of that. Now, the first thing I said, she is ambitious. Hilda Baci is an ambitious young lady who knows exactly what she wants, and she was ready to do everything to get what she wants. Now, when you have a child who is ambitious, or one of the things you should raise in your child is ambitiousness. However, in raising a child who is ambitious, you should also teach your child where to draw the balance, not to be desperate. To be ambitious is very okay, but to be desperate is one that is not so okay. So firstly, Hilda Baci is an ambitious young woman. Now, the next thing is she discovered herself. Yes, passion. Just as some of Pac moms put it, passion. She was passionate about what she was doing. And self-discovery, when you discover what you can do, what brings you joy. I read somewhere that if you are doing what you love to do, you will not have to work for the rest of your life. For a long time, I didn't understand that until not too long ago. Because you enjoy doing the thing, you are not pressured. It comes to you naturally, so it doesn't seem like work. Even if you are giving your 9 to 5 into it, it will not seem like work because you enjoy it. It will seem as if you are having fun. So she discovered herself. Cooking is her passion, gives her joy, and it is what she loved to do. So she discovered herself, and so it became easy, fun for her. I've checked out, like I said, we do personality review in PAC, and over the month of doing it, I've realized that people who are very successful in life, they are people that actually do what they enjoy doing. What they enjoy doing. They do what they enjoy. Look at them. Look at Elon Musk. Look at even Mark Zuckerberg, for example. Look at Femi Otedola. Just look at them. They have these skills from small. It's something that comes naturally for them. So that is one of the things. She discovered herself, her passion, and she told the path of her passion. With that, it became easy. It became in a second nature. So one of the things we want to do as parents, we actually want to help our children discover themselves, discover their passion, and want to encourage them to pursue it, because in doing that, it is easy for them. Now, the third one is clarity. Let me explain briefly. Hilda had clarity. She knew exactly what she wanted. Even though I said she's ambitious, she discovered herself and she's pursuing herself the path that gives her joy and fulfillment. She knew exactly what she wanted. She knew that, okay, she did not want to settle at a particular level. Maybe I want to be this and I want to be the best at it. So she was clear. Talking about having a vision. Talking about setting your goals. She wanted to be a certain way. Maybe she wanted to be a world class in that area. She wanted to be recognized. Like I said, she was ambitious. She wanted to be recognized. She didn't want to just settle for anything. Her mom, of course, her mom cooks. But she didn't want to settle for that. She wanted to settle for something bigger. So she had clarity of purpose. And this takes me to the next point, which is education. Education. You have clarity. You know exactly what you want out of life. And she got education. I was sharing with her during the whole event. I remember when we were burying my father-in-law, we had some women who came to cook, because I think they cooked for 4 consecutive days like that. The women were I know they were sitting and Hilda was not sitting, but those women, if they knew there was something like Guinness world record and they had the desire, the ambition to break it, I'm very sure they would have been able to work towards it. But those women were limited or are limited So, but on the part of Hilda, because she knew what she wanted, she sought knowledge. She sought to know. I want to be world famous chef or something. How do I become this? She sought to know. She sought knowledge, and she realized that, okay, the way her name can be everywhere, she can be loud about it, is if she went into this challenge to break the existing record. And she went for that. Education. Now, like I shared in my community impact, I said to them, one of the things we want to know is, one of the practical action and step we want to take from this is help our children discover themselves, understand their purpose, and encourage them towards that path. While doing that, we want to help them understand the highest they can get. What is the highest you can get? Let them set the goal. If someone can actually get to that highest level, then you can. So let's set the goals. Then let's research, know what does it take to actually get to the highest of it? What does it take to get to the peak of it? That is one of the things we want to do. Now, that's exactly what Hilda did. How do I make my name everywhere? Oh, the way is to attempt to break the Guinness records. So how do I make this possible? That was another thing she did. How do I make this possible? She sought knowledge. She did not just stop at having a desire. She sought knowledge. The next point I have here is self-confidence. Oh my God, the girl believed she could. I read somewhere that the previous record holder, that she has been nursing this idea for over 5 years. Now, but as at when she started nursing the idea, the previous record holder had not broken that record, which means in the process of nursing the idea, someone came from nowhere and broke the record. The existing record, if there was an existing record, someone broke it. Even that did not discourage her. She believed, this is what I want to do. I am confident that even if someone comes today and cooks for 200 hours, I can surpass that person. At least let me even try. Self-belief, self-confidence, that was one of her driving forces. She believed in herself. She believed in her ability. She believed in what she could do. And that is very important. It's a very important skill for us to nurture in our children, because if you don't even believe in yourself, you will not even start, no matter what people are saying. Do you know that there will be people who would have tried to discourage her? Oh, the naysayers, don't do this. Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to starve yourself? Why do you want to disturb yourself? Why do you want to do this? People would have been on her way. Can you even do it? But no, she wasn't going to listen, because she believed in herself. She had a desire. She was ambitious, and said she believed that even if you like, come and make it 150, I will surpass it. At least let me even try. Let me try. If I don't do it, I will know, okay, I could not, but let me try. Self-confidence is one of the lessons I learned from her. Self-confidence. So we want to raise children who believe in themselves, who believe in their abilities. Even when someone raises the bar, they are not disturbed. They are not afraid to try, because they believe. They will say, I believe in the power I carry, because they believe in themselves. Self-confidence is another thing I learned from Hilda Baci. Now, the major thing, one of the biggest things I learned from her is skills. She has strategy. She has skills. Like I said, she has clarity of purpose. She knew exactly what she wanted. She did not stop at knowing what she wanted. She sought skills. I want to do this. What do I need to be able to succeed at this? She had a vision, and she sat down and asked herself, what do I need to succeed in this? I saw her picture where she was much bigger. She knew, with this kind of weight, when I start cooking, I'll get tired. So she hits the gym. She said to herself, I just don't want to break the record and be unknown. The idea is for me, my name to be out there. It's for me to be known, for me to be popular, for me to be famous. That is the idea. Because with visibility comes a lot of opportunities. That is the truth. truth, when people know you, they know what you can do. That is where you have opportunities that will come. If people don't know you, like a lamp that is put under the bowl, nobody knows you. She wanted to be on the bowl, on top of it. She wanted to light up the city. So she wanted to do something that people will see her, people will talk about it. So she had to plan. Like I said, she knew she would need the stamina to succeed, standing for about how many days, not sitting down. She would need the stamina. So she went to get the stamina. She asked, how do I get the stamina? She went to get it. She knew that I didn't just want to put all this effort into it and nothing happens. So she actually went again. How do I make this loud? How do I make people recognize me? People notice what I'm doing. That is it. So she went. She sought to know how. She used social media to her advantage. And you know the funny thing, other people who came forward to say they too have broken the record, a part of the record, they're in the era of social media. They're in the era of social media. But hey, nobody actually saw them. So, but Hilda did not want to play small. Because she didn't want to play small, she went to learn how she could play big. She used her social media. She set up a team that would make sure her desire was met. She set up the right team to make sure her desire, her purpose of going in, attempting to break the record was met. She didn't just want to break the record and leave it there. She wanted to break the record for a purpose, for a reason. And so she went to put the work into it, put the team together. So she was streaming on social media 24/7. In fact, before she started streaming, before she even went into the show, she got a manager. They went looking for sponsorship. They went with companies to look for sponsorship. All that they were kind of documenting. She was talking about the show. She had people who were talking about the show, like Sherry, and all of that. At the end of the day, as at the last time I checked, the show had over 4 billion views in 4 days. Can you beat that? Online streaming, over 4 billion views in less than 4 days. Can you beat that? Because she sought knowledge. She sought knowledge on how to actually use that show to achieve her aim of going into it in the first place. And she succeeded. So the next point I talk about is skills, strategy, planning, preparations, the processes. They are very, very, very important. It's a skill we need to teach our children. Strategy, planning, skills. For every single thing you want to go into, you actually want to set a goal. This is what I want to do, and this is what I want to achieve at the end of the day. Then you want to let them learn, how can I achieve this goal? I just don't want to go into it. I want to achieve this goal. So how do I achieve these goals? What skills do I need? What structure do I need to put in place? That is what I've been looking for, structure. She had the structure that will help her achieve the goal. What structure do I need to put in place? I need stamina. I need to work on myself. I need media experts to always to blow this thing. And who knows? She may have been putting her finances in place for a long time because she would have required finance to start the whole thing. Before she got support, definitely she would have required some kind of finance to get started. Registry for gym, starting all of that. She would have got some kind of finance. And she also went for sponsorship, you know. So she had thorough planning. Planning is very important. We should never, ever relegate the power of planning. Planning. Every single thing our children want to do, we should teach them to deliberately plan to succeed. And plan to succeed requires structure. If you plan to succeed, you must have a structure that will help you succeed. Hilda Baci had a structure that helped her to succeed. Success structure is important. So let's talk about other skills we could readily see. Resilience. In the midst of everything, there were times she was tired, she still went on. You know how many hours? Over 100 hours. That's over 4 days standing on your feet. Hey, ah, she had resilience. She had determination. She had self-discipline. Yes, self-discipline, because there were times she actually would have, I beg, let me stop. What is there? I cannot come and kill myself and die. Especially this era, this generation of I cannot come and kill myself and die. I cannot come and kill myself and die. I beg you, and people attempted it. It's already trending. So people already know me more, because personally I didn't know her before the whole event. But she had discipline. It was a discipline that actually helped her to focus on her goal. She had discipline, and that discipline helped her to stay put, so help her focus on the end goal. So one of the things we need to teach our children, we need to build in our children, is self-discipline. It simply means the ability to hold back in the face of temptation. Yes, because once you're able to pause and think in the face of temptation, there is every likelihood that you are going to be able to think of the choices you have. If she was just, I beg, I'm tired, and she sits down, she definitely would not have been able to continue. Neither would she have been able to achieve her goal, which was to break the record. But because of self-discipline, at some point she will pause and think, I'm really tired, I want to stop. And then she'll tell herself, I've put in 53 hours. Okay, I have less than that to put. Why don't I just try more? Because she's able to have that internal talk to herself, which is self-discipline. What I'm about to do, is it right? Is it right? Is it wrong? Is it wrong? Self-discipline. Have that self-talk. She was able to go on, and she was able to achieve her goal at the end of the day. Self-discipline. The ability to actually pause. To actually tame down now urge. The ability to look at temptation in the face and say, nah, I have a goal. There is something for me. There's a big picture for me. I'm not going to give in. Self-discipline is one of the things I see in her. So I'm very big on self-discipline, and I use everything I can to teach self-discipline to my children, because I know that it's a lifesaver. Teamwork. I have talked about teamwork before. Very many people do not know how to work as a team. Now, the truth of the matter is, many of us were raised to be self-reliant or self-sufficient. We don't know how to ask people to come in, to even help. Now, it begins from there. So they want to do everything on their own. Another thing is, because of the typical mindset that we don't want people to come and witchy our success. So people don't talk about it. They don't talk about what they want to do. But Hilda Baci did not have that fear. She knew that she needed team. She needed a team. She needed people to help her succeed. I read somewhere that if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go with people. Hilda Baci wanted to go far. She saw far, so she went with people. She had a team to work with her. So teamwork. Begin to teach your children how to team up, how to collaborate with people. It starts from teaching them how to ask for help. It starts from teaching them how to offer help. It starts from teaching them how to be kind to people, how to genuinely seek someone else's progress. Teamwork is very, very important. In the course of my channel, I'm going to share in details these skills. We're going to talk about resilience. We're going to talk about self-discovery. We're going to talk about clarity, self-discipline, and a lot of them. We'll take one day at a time to teach each of the subtopics so that we can talk about them exhaustively. So you actually want to stay glued, because parenting with enemy or rebel is a place you definitely want to be. So lastly, the last lesson I want to share is that she had the support system. She had family support system, friends support system, social media family support system. She had the entire Nigeria, entire Africa, and people supporting her. That was because she came out. She came out. She projected herself. She did not hide herself. And she put the right things in place. She had a structure, and her structure attracted support. So she had support. So one of the things we need to teach our children is how to build a support support system, how to assess a support system, how to have a support system, how to trust others so that they can have a solid support system. This is about all I'm going to be sharing today on lessons from Hilda Baci. If there's any other lesson I didn't share, please do well to share in the comment section. I would love to learn more because I'm creating my plans, my template to be able to teach these skills to my children so that they will do things big and they will succeed. And I'm sure you also want that. So if there's any lesson I did not share from Hilda Baci breaking Guinness Book of World Records, please do well to share so that we can all learn and grow together. Thank you so much for doing this with me. My name is Enimie Urebo. See you next time. Bye-bye.